Hi guys, how are you? I'm Robin. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to this new brand battle. Now this one is the battle of the hair creams. I've got Baxter of California up against BBA. Hair creams are one of these types of products that I feel doesn't really commit to being one thing or the other. Like when you think of a hair cream, what do you actually think? For me, I think it's something quite light touch for guys with short to medium length hair, just to give it a little bit of definition, probably have a matte finish, but actually not do that much. And really, that's what we're gonna see here. So in this one, I'm gonna talk about what the products actually are, the ingredients, the packaging, smell, consistency, ease of application, styling, finish, washability, price, and then finally my verdict. Now guys, before I get going, several little messages for you. First is, yes, the moustache is still here. Yes, I'm still loving it. And yes, if you've got any hate, then please pop it down there in the comments. I see it all, I reply to it as much as possible. Also, if you feel like it is a major issue for you, I did a video on Wednesday, which I'm so pleased with. It's all about not asking for permission. Really, it's just about being yourself. This one is for you. Go and watch that, I'll link it right now. Also, if you're new to my channel and you've not yet pressed subscribe, then hit subscribe right now. The button is just below this video, but here we go. Brand battle. The two products are by brands that featured in brand battle before. Baxter of California, American brand. They do loads of different hair stuff, they also do shave stuff, but I've actually never really properly looked at the cream until I was preparing for this one. And then BBA, British Barbers Association, a newer brand, but they've got loads of other things. I love the clay, so I was excited to try the cream. Looking at the ingredients of a cream, I feel like it's still not that clear what a cream's supposed to do. There's no sort of one main ingredient that really you have, but these are both water-based products. Starting on the points and looking at packaging, we've got BBA in their sort of trademark white tin with a purple lid. I've spoken about this before, I'm not a huge fan of this. I feel like it's quite naff, like 90s hair salon, and I'm just not big on it. Versus the Baxter of California, which is always in their sort of trademark jar with the black lid. Again, I don't think this is that amazing, like it doesn't excite me, but really, the winner of this one is Baxter of California. You know, I don't really go wild about the scents of hair products, except last week, the Rousals and the Goon Grease. I loved both of them. These ones kind of don't really smell like that much. I mean, the BBA one is kind of quite a neutral scent. It smells like a cosmetic, but it doesn't smell like it's necessarily got stuff in it. Versus the Baxter of California, which has got a slightly sweeter, I would say quite a sharp, sort of citrusy scent, which I actually do quite like. So the point goes to Baxter of California. You know, although I've said a cream doesn't really commit to being one thing or the other, it actually does in terms of consistency. Both these products are very creamy. I mean, that's no surprise. Very easy to scoop out, get into the hands, and it's actually quite hard to give one a point here. But there is one which is just slightly easier to warm up and get ready for application, and that is Baxter California. Like consistency, both these products are so easy to apply. You get them right through the hair, root to tip, and you get an even coverage. That said though, if you've got slightly longer hair, one of these products does start to dry, which makes the hair feel quite sticky and tough. And that product was the BBA. So really the point, just because it was slightly easier, goes to Baxter California. Now before I used these products, I just used a little bit of Aveda thickening tonic into my hair just to give it a bit more of a boost, and I would do that really if I was using these normally day to day, and I do it for actually most products that I use. But in terms of styling, you know, I tried it for a hair up sort of thing that I do, pushing it back a bit of a quiff, but actually the products aren't really heavy or strong enough for that, so the hair will drop. So I went for this sort of like sweep over, very relaxed. I might even put it down across my face, but I've gone for this one just sort of on the part, which I would say you might do if you've got sort of shorter to medium length hair. Now, we saw in the application part that actually the BBA one started to dry, but in styling, I would say that actually helps because it's got more grip, it's got more body, and wherever you place the hair, it will stay. So the point goes to BBA. Now for finish, the Baxter of California says light hold, natural finish, and the BBA one is saying much the same, a light, non-greasy, flexible, natural hold, so that's what we're looking for. Now with the Baxter of California one, I found that actually it's got a little bit of a shine to it, and also the hair sits more like it's been styled, versus the BBA one, which has got more body, it's got more volume into the hair, and actually it's got a matte finish. So for actually doing what it's supposed to do, the point goes to BBA. When it comes to washability, I'm really splitting hairs here because actually they both washed out, no bother, without shampoo. But there was one which I felt just left maybe a tiniest, like the tiniest bit of sticky residue, and that was BBA. So the point goes to Baxter of California. As I always say, you know, price comes down to where you live, import taxes, delivery charges, all of that. But I found both of these products on the same website, so I've got a good comparison here. Baxter of California 60ml is £20, €24.45 or $26.50, and I put the per 100ml on there just so we can get a comparison. Then the BBA one is 100ml, it's £15, €18.45 or $20. So really per 100ml, and the point goes to BBA. So looking at points, we've got BBA with 3 points and Baxter of California with 5 points. So based purely on points, the winner is Baxter of California. Well done, Baxter of California. But really guys, I always say it always comes down to what you're looking for in a hair product, and hopefully as I go through these different sort of stages in brand battle, you can see what's important to you. I mean, for me, I actually probably will never use these products again just because it's not what I want from a hair product. I want something with great hold, great grip, and it's going to give me loads of volume. Both of these are fine, great for guys with shortish, medium length hair who maybe can't get this sort of volume because it is too short, so you just want something that's going to give a flexible, natural look. So go wild with these, but for me, I'm alright really with the stuff I'm using. But thank you very much for watching Brand Battle. Guys, if you do have Brand Battle suggestions, I look at them all. I try and make a bit of a list for things coming up. Leave me your suggestions down below and I'll see if I can do those. But thank you for watching again. If you're new to my channel, putting these down, then please do press subscribe right now. The button is up there. Give it a big click. Also, there's more video suggestions down there. Stay with me and watch them, or head to my blog. It's right there. But I'm going to see you in my next new video, which will be this Sunday. Bye bye.